What nobody tells you about vitamin supplementation. For 2 years, I took vitamin religiously every morning. 2,000 U daily, just like my doctor recommended. My blood levels barely budged, and I felt exactly the same as before. Then I discovered why most people fail with vitamin supplementation. The problem isn't the vitamin itself. It's how we're taking it completely wrong. Let me share what changed everything about my vitamin journey. The shocking truth is that vitamin alone is practically useless without its essential cofactors. This explains why millions waste money on supplements that don't work. Vitamin requires magnesium to function properly in your body. The National Institutes of Health confirms that magnesium deficiency prevents vitamin activation. Without adequate magnesium, vitamin sits inactive in your system. Most adults are magnesium deficient due to depleted soil and processed foods. When I added 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate to my routine, everything changed within 3 weeks. My vitamin blood levels finally started rising. Vitamin 2 is the second missing piece nobody talks about. This vitamin directs calcium to bones instead of arteries. Taking vitamin without 2 can actually cause calcium buildup in wrong places. The Rotterdam study followed 4,800 people for 7 years. Those consuming adequate 2 had 50% less arterial calcification. I added 100 mg of mix 7-2 daily to my vitamin regimen. Timing matters more than most people realize with vitamin D absorption. Fat-soluble vitamins need dietary fat for proper absorption. Taking vitamin with your largest meal increases absorption by 50%. I switched from morning supplements to taking vitamin with dinner. This simple change improved my blood levels more than doubling my dose had previously. Absorption trumps quantity every single time. Sunlight exposure remains the gold standard for vitamin D production. 15 minutes of midday sun provides 10,000 to 20,000 U naturally. Your skin produces vitamin D more efficiently than any supplement. Latitude affects your ability to synthesize vitamin dramatically. People living above 37 degrees north can't make vitamin from October through March. Supplementation becomes essential during winter months for most Americans. Skin color influences vitamin production significantly. Darker skin requires longer sun exposure to produce equivalent amounts. People with darker complexions often need higher supplement doses year-round. The shocking truth about vitamin testing surprised me completely. Most labs use 25-hydroxyvitamin testing, which shows storage levels. Optimal levels range from 40 to 60 ng/ml, not the 30 ng/ml minimum. My levels went from 28 ng/ml to 52 ng/ml within 3 months. The key was combining 4,000 U vitamin 3, 400 milligrams magnesium, 100 mg 2, and better timing with meals. Vitamin 2 versus D3 makes a substantial difference in effectiveness. D3 raises blood levels twice as efficiently as 2. Many prescription vitamins contain inferior 2 forms that barely work. Seasonal affective disorder improved dramatically once my levels optimized. Vitamin receptors exist throughout brain tissue, affecting mood regulation directly. The connection between vitamin D and mental health is undeniable. Immune system function strengthened noticeably during cold season. Adequate vitamin D levels support T-cell activation and antibody production. My usual winter illnesses became much less frequent and severe. Bone health improvements became apparent through better sleep quality. Adequate vitamin D and 2 support calcium metabolism properly. Muscle cramps that used to wake me disappeared completely. Energy levels stabilized throughout darker winter months for the first time. Vitamin D influences mitochondrial function at the cellular level. Proper levels support consistent energy production naturally. Here's what most doctors don't understand about vitamin dosing. Body weight affects requirements significantly. Larger individuals need higher doses to achieve optimal blood levels safely. The Vitamin Council recommends 35 U per pound of body weight. For a 150-pound person, that equals 5250 U daily. This explains why standard 1,000 U doses fail most people. Genetic variations affect vitamin D metabolism in some individuals. Certain people require much higher doses due to enzyme differences. Testing every 3 months helps determine your optimal dose. Seasonal dosing strategies work better than year-round fixed amounts. I take 6,000 U during winter months, 2,000 U during summer. Adjusting based on sun exposure makes logical sense. Quality differences between vitamin supplements are significant. Cheap tablets often contain inactive forms and poor absorption. Liquid D3 or softgel capsules provide superior bioavailability. The biggest mistake people make is taking vitamin alone. Cofactor deficiencies prevent proper utilization regardless of dosage.